Welcome to Cyberpunk 2030 A Better Tomorrow。
Booyah!
All right, and kill the music, and we are live. And we're back. Ta-da! And Davy Jones popped in to say hi. It looks like he's sick, so I don't know if he's going to be able to hang out with us the whole time. So thanks for stopping by, dude. I hope you get better soon.
Yeah, get better, Davey.
Yeah, Davey, get better.
Feel better, Davey.
So without further ado, I think Justin has our recap from last game.
He's already laughing.
In the voice of DQ.
In the brain of DQ. Those skulls tracked. We tracked the skull's print to some known Russian leg breaker. Yeah, lead breaker. I need better chrome for those fight clubs. They know me, but they banged some eddies on me. I'm gonna go back and get some more.
Failure.
Omen was up in bed a couple days, getting better after the rough days that she had. We need some more deets on that Klep PC, and the fixer's working on that. The eddies are training quickly off of this deal, but we're at least still in the black at this point, and now we've got those eddies in hand, so I'm happy with it. Saf gave us a ride to AJ just to make sure the Kronk's Grill was not serving human meat. Saf digs the right tunes. Bitchin' tunes in her truck. Man, they made fun of me for saying way too much to a friend. You know, I thought the Nomads were all about family, and you don't lie to family. I'm just saying. You don't lie to family. Now, whenever we did get to Kronk's place, he was shooing people away from the trash. We were looking in. Maybe they were serving us human. Then he told us about this deal with the javelinas. I think there's some type of pig, and that's where he serves people. And he even set us up with a deal that if we can get some, he'll pay us for it. Then Then we shot for a bit. I wanted to clip a whole bunch of stuff, but I kept my hands to myself. There's a lot to clip. The client wanted to go ahead and end where we were at and settle a contract with us. Expenses reported. Gods, I hate paperwork. Sam got a bonus of PBRs. We got paid. We got liquored up.
There we go. Good job. Okay, so this is 3 days after that particular piece. So you guys have gotten your pay. Obviously, at this point, you partied down at the Rattler's Cove. You are more than welcome to gamble a little bit if you'd like in a quick downtime. If you want to bet against the house and think you can.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Otherwise, you know when to fold them and go home. So it has been about 3 days since that particular event, and at this point, everybody has gotten their things. You have gotten a new vehicle that currently does not run and it clearly needs work.
What did we purchase? Or what did we acquire? However, I don't want to know how we got it. Never mind. What's the vehicle and what's the issues? I'll go back to the start.
Also, I didn't write down how much what was our take?
Everyone got 15. 10K went into the kitty.
Okay.
Looks like we got a family flyer. If the link in the Facebook is right.
That is correct.
We have
So
a lot of
where-
repair skill too.
Where do we put our eddies?
On your character sheet.
Yeah, I know, but where on the character sheet?
Second page, upper right-hand corner.
It says
Oh,
money. Life pass gear and
oh,
weapons.
there it is.
Money.
Money. And how much did we get?
15K.
15K
Not 15K, 1500.
or 1,500.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys
I put
did not
15K.
have. Yeah, you guys did not have enough for 15K apiece.
I was like, man, that's a lot. I bet.
That's way more than you guys got paid for the case. The case itself granted 20,000, and then you got 13,000. Then you get 13,000 for incidentals, which was to help cover what you expended.
Okay, so DQ. So we had 23 is what we're talking about?
In total, you had 20,000 for the case to turn that in. Then you got 13,000 for the incidentals, making that 33,000.
Okay. Divide by 6. 55. I forgot to take 10 away.
Okay. That takes. Yep.
5,000 for everyone.
Oh, so it's 5,000 for each
5,000.
person? Oh, okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna do my math again.
Yeah, I have to redo mine right now as well. So that starts me at 9,000 instead.
Clear 33.
The weapons bundle is out now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
4,000 is in the kitty. Okay, I need to change what I wrote down. Okay.
I guess we're just going to have to keep doing more jobs. Gosh.
Well,
darn.
also, we have the computer sitting there that we acquired that can be sold or we can use it. So that's sitting there as well.
Yeah, it's true.
Didn't that get released with the?
No, the files got released. The computer was parked out in no man's land, so it couldn't be accidentally acquired by other interested parties.
Yeah.
Grenades are off the table, but the battle gloves were still in the budget.
Okay.
Okie doke.
Cool.
But everything else that I mentioned as a purchase, like the cyberware, is within that budget. Because I still had a little bit left over.
Okay. So in that 3-day time frame, is anybody working on the van?
Yes.
Yeah, V. Got wrong guy. Get right game, wrong character.
Yeah, right.
Kai would be underneath the hood almost the entire time. That our downtime.
Okay. So,
Yeah. So would Omen.
So Kai and Omen, and where is this work taking place at?
Probably a garage that I know. Because she does this kind of. Usually, that's like her side gig if she can't find driving work. So maybe is there like a garage we can rent?
There's definitely a garage you can rent. You could definitely do that. You don't have anything contact-wise for an actual garage, unless you guys wanted to long-term rent out the space. But I'll let you guys discuss that. So temporarily, though, you could have put up some money from your guys' cut to work on the vehicle.
Okay.
So we'll say, because it's not like you're paying for the parts or anything, you're just paying for the space. So if you want to split it up, it's 200 eddies total.
Okay.
For the 3 days.
I'll just throw that down.
Okay. Okay, and so then give me 2 rolls a piece. You're going to need tech, and actually tech, and you need something else. Hold on one second.
Basic tech and
AV tech.
Yeah, because it is an AV.
oh.
That could be a problem.
So not only do I want to buy a chip for hover, I will also want to buy a chip for AV tech because I do have the
Same
slots
here.
for it.
I need a chip for AV tech. But all I have is
So
basic.
I'm going to go ahead
Okay.
and
Well, that is
ship that
definitely
for
that is
3.
definitely something you can buy.
We're all
How much-
staring at it going, oh,
How
chips?
much is the chips?
Chips. I think they're 300. Well, it depends. Let me go look.
It depends on the level you're trying to buy it at too.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm buying it at 3.
Yeah, 3's good.
Would those be like more easily available to
Oh, yeah.
obtain?
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
they're
yeah.
cheaper than combat, so let's take a look.
So AV Tech is 300 per level.
Okay, so that'd be 900.
Yep, I'll drop 900.
Just to make a
And I'll
note
probably
for
drop
now.
900 for the flying as well.
Flying I have. Now, am I just how many dice am I rolling?
You're only rolling 1d10.
Okay.
But you're going to be rolling it twice. Let's start with Omen first.
Okay.
So Omen, it's going to be your tech and your newly chipped AV Tech plus a d10. Roll it twice.
Oh, are we rolling in Discord?
Can if you'd like.
Oh, we don't have to. Okay.
Okay, the second one's good. Sorry, was it AV Tech and...
AV Tech and Tech plus a d10.
So the first roll is going to be 15, and the second roll is going to be 19.
Okay. So starting out a little rough. Getting a little bit better as you go. So let's go Kai at this point. Kai, you're actually adding your what is it? Jury rig, I think. Do you have?
Yeah, my special ability is jury rig.
So you're going to be adding your jury rig with your tech, with your AV tech, plus a
Okay.
D10.
So I just add the D10 to that total with
to the
okay.
that whatever that totals up to be.
15, 16, 19 for the first one.
Okay.
Ooh.
And 20 for the second one.
Oh, and keep in mind if you roll, if you end up rolling a 10 naturally on the die, it explodes and you roll again.
Oh, okay.
So your first roll was what again?
19 and 20.
Okay, cool. And somebody might have like a fan blowing close to their mic or something. We've got some wind feedback.
Yeah,
It's
I'm hearing
not
it
me
too.
this time. I just thought somebody was breathing into their mic.
Yeah, I'm
Was
not
it
sure.
still
It's
there
probably
when I
my
was
fan.
Dale walks back and turns his fan off.
I know.
I'm gonna mute myself. Let me know if it's me.
Okay. Well, it's hard to say because other people are muted too. So
One at a time.
Okay, I don't hear it.
yeah, I don't hear it. So it might have been Justin.
Hear it now?
Nope.
Mm-mm. It's probably me. I had my fan up on high.
No. Okay. Well, either way, we're good. Okay, so you have spent the time to work on the family flyer. Which, speaking of which, the family, because again, it was given to you broken down as is. So it's got the family flyer has got it actually has the colorings of the Griswold family truckster from the original Vacation
Good
with
grief.
that adhesive wood paneling along the side.
That's great.
So just as an FYI, if you want to cosmetically make it over 2 at some point, that is always an option.
Rip that off.
By
Oh, it popped off. Weird.
by the end of the third day, but the day we're at this point, you actually have it in flying shape.
Nice.
And I'm going to take it out for a test drive. Woohoo!
Okay.
Fixer's going to stand outside, get his camera ready on his phone.
Okay.
It crashes.
Just taking it around the block. It's fine. It's not like
If
we
it-
have to dodge anything right now.
If it crashes, I can sell the clip. It'll be a murder clip.
So, Kai, why don't you go ahead and give me a piloting check? That's
Okay.
going to be your
My
reflex
glasses so I can see.
and pilot vector thrust vehicle.
Oh, hey, I need to buy another chip because I just have gyro piloting.
Little late now.
Okay, well, so I'm not taking it for a test drive then.
You've already got it up in the air at this point. So
Oh,
make your roll.
man.
You do know how to drive one of these, right? Okay.
So you said dexterity?
No, I didn't actually. I said reflex.
Oh, reflex.
If you want to roll dexterity, which is not on the sheet, it's going to be even worse. Go ahead.
8.
So your reflex is a 7. You rolled a 1.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh no.
So
Yeah, so-
she gets up there and she turns everything on, throws it into gear, and as she's going through the motions, it's clear she thought this probably flew more like a helicopter than the vector thrust, because and you're getting up in the air, Kai, and you're like looking for the pedals to steer and whatnot, which it doesn't have. In a helicopter, it flies much more like a conventional aircraft. And as you're like looking around and you're trying to get, it's like, it starts steering over and it ends up clipping the top of the garage that you guys have rented. The sign to the garage comes careening down with a loud crash to the side of the building. And you end up hearing like the van at this point, like something caught on the inside as she's starting to come down and spiral. Give me another D10 check. Just a D10. We're checking to see how bad you basically failed it.
10.
Okay, so that's probably not. Actually, I think it was.
Oh, of course.
I
Oh
know.
God, she said she knew how to drive it. She said she knew.
Yeah.
I
At least
think
I have something to sell.
Spend 3 days, immediately destroy it.
I know you're like, well. Where did it
I think
go?
the first few games of this
Here we go.
game are mostly us figuring out where the gaps in
Okay,
our...
yeah. So you got, what'd you get again? You got a
Yeah.
10?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So it clips, like I said, clips aside, and I mean that really didn't look that bad. It's the sign, on the side. You could
We'll have to
probably
fix that.
you could buff it out. You'll probably have to make amends with the garage owner. And as she's starting to come down, the engine's like starting to sputter, and it swings around. Steven, we will call odd or even. Which would you prefer?
Always odd.
Always odd. Okay.
The odds are against me.
So at this point, Omen, you're like, you've probably put your hand like in your around your head at this point. You're like, why didn't she let me test it? It's clear. Mistakes were made, sort of thing. And by the time you look up and you see this thing careening down, the back end of the vehicle swings around and smashes into you, sending you back into the garage.
God.
And what's your? Actually, I got your sheet right here. Your body.
Oh sweet, I have skin weave now. It's not gonna hurt as much as I thought it was.
This is
And
true.
in the background, you can hear the fixer going, "We just fixed her. Screw the car.
I'm like,
We
not
just
again.
fixed her."
My bad.
Not only did you just fix your pilot, you just fixed the van.
Right.
We're never letting any of you drive ever again.
So you got hit. You got hit with more impact than bludgeoning. The skin weave definitely helped. It absorbed most of your damage at that point, and most of the damage you end up taking is like superficial and more ego driven because you got knocked into the pit. So it's like you got hit and you kind of like stumbled backwards, like holy crap, and with a loud crash and some tools like flying up, into the air, like into the garage, and it comes down hard and sputters and dies.
And you got that all on film, right, Revis?
I got that all on film. No one is
you
going to
did say he was
believe
filming
this.
it.
No, it's not Revis. It's
I'm going to post that up in about 2 hours.
Maury.
First, I walk over and look in the pit. I really hope you're intact.
I am. Let's purchase a vehicle link and put it in there, please. And then no one else is allowed to drive.
Find out how much it costs.
She's got a goose egg coming up on her head, but otherwise she looks like she's okay.
I reach down and come on, and I pull her
All
up
right.
out of the pit. And then I go over, and all the while I'm just shaking my head, going like, I really, okay. And
I can
somewhere
fix
along the
it.
way, I look where there's a dent in the vehicle already, and I just go, wham! And keep on calmly walking.
We're gonna have to fix the sign too.
I can fix it.
Okay.
Shaking
No
my
more
head.
driving.
I knock on the side, go like, are you okay?
Define, yeah.
That's
I
good.
think so.
All right, back to work. Let's go.
I turn around and go back to the bench I was sitting on, and
Oh no!
Garage Misadventures. There we go.
After you post that, keep looking for jobs.
Well, see, I'm gonna have to find someplace not local to post it. So I'll think about where I want this to go up. Maybe in Japan or China, someplace like that.
So Kai's gonna get out and kind of estimate the damage.
Oh, okay. So this is just an estimate. You're not actually repairing anything. Why don't you go ahead and give me your tech, jury rig, and your AV tech.
So that was 6. Okay. 6. Oops. Character sheet, not. Yeah. 16. 23.
23. Okay, that's pretty good. So you are reasonably certain. You know what happened. And in total, it's gonna take about 1,500 to get it repaired and get it up and running. The fan is gonna have to be replaced. You can try and shave some of the cost off by trying to repair the fan underneath.
No, the fixture just
Otherwise,
go
buying a new
no.
one is probably better. There's also some internal mechanisms to the gyroscope itself that's going to have to be fixed, as well as the fuel line.
and the sign.
Yeah, I have Gyrotech.
How much is the sign going to do?
The gyrotech is not going to help here.
Oh, okay.
What are we talking about for the sign, Jerome?
Let's see. I mean, it was you guys went value for this, so it's not like it's.
I know, but the fixture's going to have to go and spend the money and
Yeah. So the owner of the place is pretty ticked. He's not too concerned about the building; it's the sign, mostly.
I know.
250.
Done.
And,
Just
and you're
I'll pay for
250
the sign.
and he'll get it, taken care of.
The sign, no, the fixture's got it. Don't worry about it. It's part of what. It's part of what we do. Yep.
Hey, Omen.
What's that?
I need a different chip.
Oh.
I thought this kind of flew like a helicopter.
Oh no. This is nothing like that. Okay. We'll have the fixer look for a chip for you.
And she'll just bat her eyes over at him more. Please.
Okay.
I guess are we gonna store this somewhere else for now?
Got a parking garage we can put it in?
Okay, yeah.
Well, you'll have to have it towed.
Yep. Yeah, we can't rent the garage indefinitely, so yeah.
Well,
See,
Yeah,
now
and
this
I-
feels like Edge Runners.
Well, I mean, ideally, if you rented the garage one more time, you're probably better off than
yes.
paying to have it, driven
cheaper.
someplace
It's-
and then brought back.
That's true.
Yep.
To re-rent
Just-
the garage.
Just
Okay.
keep telling me how much I'm spending, Jerome.
I mean, at this point, it's going to be another 100 just to re-rent the garage for another day.
Done.
Okay.
That's done.
Not a
And
huge
the
deal.
chip that the worthwhile maintenance technician wants to acquire.
Well, that'd be. I need.
If you
at least
want,
a
don't
3.
worry about piloting. I got that.
Well, what if you go down again?
No, I
You
got
need
a
a bit-
lot of armor on now.
Yeah. Well.
Just
things
tell
still
me
can
how much.
happen.
Tell me how much it costs. If
900.
it's reasonable,
It's
900.
900.
It's done. Just
Okay.
do it, ladies. Because
And that way-
redundancy in a team has its own value.
Yeah, that way if you're down and I can get us out of there.
And besides, me and the DQ do not want to have to hoof it out again.
Again, yeah.
Once was adequate, thank you.
All
I have a
right.
question for you, Jerome.
Yes.
Does Neuralware come with slots, or do you actually have to pick up the slots, the sockets for the chip, to use the chips?
If you don't have them, your system has a limit on how many slots it can hold unless you get it changed.
See, I have smart goggles that does mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have to take a look at what you have for your system.
But
It'll
yeah,
tell you how many slots.
Right.
And then
I don't
you
think
can
the
only have
smart.
as many chips as your int.
I don't think, but the smart goggles, I think, only allow chips, don't they?
Yeah, and that's what I have now. I do need to eventually get, I guess, a neural. Yeah.
Well, we'll let
Your
you guys
first piece of
decide that
chrome.
later. So now that we've had our adventuring with the auto repair, DQ, what were you doing in this meantime?
Recovering.
Right. Okay. Why did I even ask?
Whenever they go to meet, though, he is going to try and see if he can't find himself a melee chip,
Okay.
which I know is going to be 450 if I'm looking at the chart right. So a level 3 chip.
So that's basically per level what you're.
Yeah. So 3 times 150 is 450. And then I know I still have to basically attune to it over 3 days.
Yes.
Because that's. But yeah, whenever we are supposed to meet up, that's what he does on the way there. He picks up a melee chip.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's easy enough. Keep in mind, I'm not obviously for chipware. I'm not too concerned about it right now, but keep in mind there is a supply issue in this time frame, so it's not a matter of going down to the store and just buying whatever you want.
Yeah, I've been waiting for that hammer to fall.
Yeah. There is the potential issue of if it's available, it may be more costly if it's available at all.
Yep.
So please keep that in mind. So that's what you're doing in this time frame. Skulls.
Yeah. Well, I occasionally check up on Omen, make sure that everything that's been implanted is still taking, and she hasn't experienced any rejection or anything like that.
Sure. Then by the time you come to check up on her again at the garage, the cyberware has gotten a good testing so far. Her skin graft is protected her from the worst of a violent attack of an untrained pilot in the family flyer. As she's got a goose egg, showing, and she looks very dejected. I'm certain.
Yeah. So walking up, I'm like, what just happened? Why is the sign for the building on the ground?
Amori just kind of looks at you.
So Kai said she could drive it, so she's like, okay, yeah, go ahead and take it on a test drive. It's not what she thought it was. So here we are, fixing it again.
Yeah, because I can fix it.
Okay. I mean, great. Good thing we got it for a smoking deal, I guess. Looks okay.
Amori calls you over, and he says, I'm going to send you a video clip. And he sends you a video clip, and it shows the takeoff and the crash.
Me getting flung into the garage. Yeah.
He's like watching. Just for a reality check, like if we have a cell phone or a mini cell phone, does it effectively do what real world smartphones do right now? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's like watching that video clip like on his phone, like, oh no, you gotta be no. Wow. Yeah, good thing the badges weren't driving by right as he did that. This would be way worse. So, yikes. Okay, well, glad only one person got hurt again. Do you need that looked at? Are you feeling okay, Norman?
I'm fine. This will heal, and you know what? It's fine. It's fine. We're good.
Okay.
I'm breathing
Jerome?
okay. Otherwise,
She's
I feel
good.
all right.
You don't want to, placate head injuries. I'm just saying, if you're seeing double or something, let me know.
I will.
No, I think she was seeing red.
Can we get a pizza delivery, Jerome?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
You could have delivery. I mean, it's
The
gonna take a little
fixture's
bit,
going
yeah.
like food and drinks, and he places an order in, and just I'm gonna go sit over here and look at my my financial accounts, and okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Are we
so,
supposed to meet up at the garage?
apparently,
People
that-
can go. Yeah, people can come and go.
Yeah, apparently that's becoming a thing. If you've played Cyberpunk 2077, the situation around this garage is not much different. It's a lot of trash in a sense of not trash as in like bagged trash,
It's what
crap
blows
everywhere.
around.
But it's you sit on whatever's around, remaining parts, old chair, seat from inside a vehicle that's just left out sitting somewhere. So it just making do. So presumably then I guess you maybe a text message got sent out to the group letting everybody know, meeting now at the garage.
Pizza.
Pizza.
I just said one word: pizza at the garage.
You didn't send the video.
So you send the video too.
To
No, the only one who's seen the video is Doc because he's the Doc, and I'm like, I think she says she's okay, but I'll show Doc the video, and that way I can go, I did my part. That's a fix I can't do.
In Omen, you now have a reroll just in case. It was given to you by Shelly.
Oh, good.
It's the least I could do.
I'm lucky I have a body of 8. It's the only thing that's keeping me upright right now.
Nice.
Because I have a feeling with me, you're going to need a lot of them.
Oh, God.
No.
Once he gets the message about pizza, he'll head over to the garage in his car.
Okay.
Same.
Okay.
Yep.
So eventually everybody rolls up. It's a where you guys are at is it's in Phoenix proper. It is, however, not on the Scottsdale side. It is on the Glendale side, like you're going West Valley-ish.
That's where I used to live.
It's still Phoenix proper, however, so it's still within the coordinate gates of Phoenix. It's not in the combat zone. So for all intents and purposes, this garage is located in what would be called the moderate zone, which is what remains of the middle class.
Yep.
Okay.
And
So the garage's name is Pepe's Lantera. Which would be kind of hard to tell because the sign has been clipped and is crashed on the ground. So as you guys can pull, there's sparks coming off the roof at one point, as trying to cap it and make sure it's okay.
As if shit isn't broken up already.
There's
He
a
gets
video.
out of his vehicle and he's looking a bit more buff than he used to.
Okay.
might have to wear shades just to look at him pretty soon.
Still shirtless.
Still shirtless. He's still wearing the coat, but yeah, he's shirtless. He's barely wearing pants.
Thank God I got upgraded goggles.
And his eye looks a little bit different too.
So Skulls looks over. Hey, got some new chrome, huh?
Yeah, the bone lace that I got done finally kicked in. And you get paid. I got to get some new chrome, so I upgraded my eye.
Just
Oh,
one?
nice.
Yeah, what happens if you get hit by an EMP? Your eye goes out, both eyes go out, you can't see? You always have to have one human, not one organic eye.
I mean,
I
if you
know.
make sure they're grounded properly, it's not that much of an issue typically. Just saying. I mean, Plus, there's the symmetry issues. Sometimes some people, it kind of gives them a complex where they have to have that undone and get either 2 Ganics or 2 optics. So, just saying.
Oh, no, I've been fine with it. You never know what's going to happen. You never know when someone's going to want to blast you with something you don't know. Redundancy. Like
being hacked.
if one fails, I've got the other. Worst
But
comes
you
to
can be
worst, I just
hacked?
can't see in the dark with this one.
Fair enough.
Well, sure, you can be hacked. It's yeah.
But Max Tac could drop in with their nice flashbangs, and I'm still going to be seeing. being able to draw fire on them.
Well, first, let's not anger Max Tack. I mean, first. But if they do, I agree. Looks like you're good to go. Kind of, I'll admit, kind of miffed he didn't come to me for that. But I'll let you off this time.
Well, the bone lace, the lacing takes a while to kick in. It takes a couple weeks. I got that done before we even sat down at the table for the first time.
Oh, and before we go too far, Jerome, I almost forgot. I upgraded my living arrangements so that the landlord didn't evict me.
Okay. So you moved someplace during this time frame?
No, I just made sure I got the next unit next to mine, and that's where the ladies went.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm like,
Oh, that's where me and Omen are?
yep.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're roomies.
Oh, I thought you were talking about different ladies.
No. See, they were all at my place, and I'm like, I'm a fixer. There are things I'm sure. No. Even though I got all this nice, someone's going to want to play with my tech. No, and so another room. Yeah, that's
Okay. So I wasn't aware of that. So then the pad right next to where Amore is living, in a fairly nice part of town, in one of the mega buildings. We'll say it's Mega Building 3. Downtown. You guys are Omen and Kai. You're right next to him.
Yep. I wanted to mention that. I meant to do it, but I'm like, no. Let's get it down the way.
I mean, you guys don't have any furnishings outside of like an El Cheapo mattress, so that's something you guys.
I got a sleeping bag.
That's something you guys are going to have to figure out in the interim. But there you go.
I mean, you have a mattress.
Yeah, sleeping bag, mattress. You are good.
So, how's everybody? Been a few days.
Busy.
Amore just kind of looks over at the vehicle and looks outside at the sign, and you can see he's gone back to muttering.
I can fix it.
We need eddies though. So work. Anyone? Has anyone talked to anyone? Do we have a job?
Not at this point.
Skulls looks at Sam. Happen to have any more work coming your way?
None that I've dug up yet.
At which point, Amore goes, "Oh, I need to send you this video clip. It's truly unique, but we can't let it out in our locale." And he sends you the video clip of the crash.
Sends it to me.
Yeah. He's like, for obvious reasons, we don't want that out publicly where we live.
I will watch the video and I will whistle.
You're going to gasp in Spanish?
They gasp.
Yes.
Ay, Dios míos.
This is nice. It doesn't bode well, but everyone makes mistakes.
It was just a test run. Now we know what not to do, which is good.
So I guess our next job needs to be local.
Failure.
Jerome?
Yes?
While things are floating around, I would put on the board that I'm looking for information on a certain style of contact, and I'm looking for an intro and people who have intros.
So you have to
Actually,
I
forgot. I have the hacker's email. Never mind. She gave it to me.
Okay. So
just send it right to the.
So then what are you doing? You're just going to reach out to Syntax?
I'm sorry. What?
You're reaching out to
Yes,
Syntax?
I'm going to.
Okay.
Tell her I'm looking to determine if there's a reliable black market contact here. And I know that the intro is going to cost me. I just want to know what it's likely to run.
Okay. She fires a text back and she says she knows of a guy. He's a bit of a fixer as well. So you take that grain of salt. I don't know. Text wise, she says, "I don't have a problem giving you the contact information. Getting in the door, however, is up to you."
I understand.
She says, "You better be a smooth talker because I don't recall meeting anybody in your group with any sort of rep. Probably going to be a bit of a problem."
I understand, but I need to do the groundwork at this point, and yeah.
Okay. She says you're going to want to talk to Silas, and he is at the Grunge Muscle.
Okay.
Grunge Muscle.
Alrighty. And I send her 100 credits.
Okay. She says, "Thanks. Not needed, but I'll take it."
Yeah, I know. And then there'll come the time when I'm looking for something for free, and I can go.
Sure. Okay.
Alrighty.
So she just sends you a thumbs up emoji and
All right.
just disconnects.
Okay. Hey, DQ.
Yo, what's up?
I said, we're going to need to build our rep a little bit. I've got a contact, but we're not a big enough name. So.
Oh, for all the fun stuff?
For the fun stuff.
Yeah, I figured. That the big ticket item, that's always a wish list item.
I understand, but if it comes down to it, I could try, but at this point, we probably don't have enough behind our reputation to get it. So,
I mean, I could probably go back to working as a bodyguard for some people if I need to.
You won't be. It's not your rep that he's going to be looking at. It's going to be our rep that he's looking at. And
oh, there's an us.
Yes, there is. And if you don't think it doesn't exist, then yeah. Somewhere someone's got a file that shows pretty much all of us, I'm sure, at this point.
P.S. I would have shown you, or you guys would have seen. Oh gosh, I can't decide if I would have let you guys in. I mean, I guess you're working with me, so.
Well,
no.
Let me ask you, which world are you in? Which world is your character in?
Which world am I in?
Yes. Are you a newsie with a secret background? In which case, I don't think you'd be telling us anything just yet.
Okay.
Not enough time. Not enough time on the clock.
But you guys would have probably heard about the story going live, and you would have seen.
We would be making educated guesses, but none of us is going to go, "Oh, you need to tell us the truth," type thing, because we're all looking at you going like, "Yeah, there are things about each of us that."
Yeah. At this point, for out of character reference, given the fact that you guys were a part of that news story breaking, it's clear that Sam has some sort of contact somewhere. In the same way your fixer probably has some sort of contact with people. So whoever she was working with, what job you guys pulled off led to this kind of expose being.
Okay. That works for me.
Yeah. And like none of your names popped up on like an article or
Nope.
whatever, did they? No. Okay.
Nope.
So yeah, there you go.
Nope.
Yeah, that's a good way to make us extinct quick.
Jerome, can I do a search on ConAg staff?
You mean just a public search?
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, you're not a hacker, but if
See
popped
where
in the news, yeah.
See if I can find out anything about this guy that I met the other night.
Sure.
Do I roll something?
Do you roll something? No.
Or
I'm,
it's
I'm
just
gonna
a regular-
I'm gonna make a guess.
Okay.
No.
35.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sweet.
I don't feel like I use any skill to like Google something. So
Well, no. Well, I mean, you're still, in essence, trawling, information sites and, articles and what. So
Okay.
give me. Why don't you go ahead and give me your intelligence and.
Is that like library search? Or is that something else?
I don't know.
I mean, we could use that. More of a
I mean, I don't
research
have
sort
that
of thing.
one, so all my skills are in mostly in people education and general knowledge.
Yeah, why don't we do that?
Okay, that works for me.
It's still weird to think
Uh,
that this time frame doesn't have schools, like real schools.
Right.
14.
Okay. No, you're not able to come up with anything discernible outside of, hits for Conag being, a global, based in the United States, but a really large mega corporation for agricultural. I think it's based out of Kansas City.
Okay, so the internet doesn't have like
Well, keep in mind, you're not surfing the internet. You don't have the internet anymore in Cyberpunk. You have basically the city network.
So whatever
So-
they happen to have.
Yep.
so the company would not have like some kind of listing of personnel.
Not necessarily, no.
Okay.
Which is pretty true for a lot of companies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta remember, corporate warfare is a real thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Fair enough. Yes.
Corporate
Um,
warfare is real.
I know that occasionally we do it in Night City, but what about here? Is there like a club you can go to, like the Afterlife, that we might be able to pick up a job or two?
Oh, so you're looking for the club of clubs within an area that any sort of edge runner goes to, right?
Just an Edge Runner bar.
Yeah. Yeah, there is. There absolutely is.
Everyone knows the Afterlife.
Everybody here in Phoenix knows the Afterlife in in Night City. It has that kind of reputation. In fact, not yet, not in this time frame. Right now, it's it's not the Afterlife. It's the Atlantis.
Right.
Is the big one. Here in Phoenix, Arizona, it is the Steel Spur.
the Steel Spur.
Yep.
Maybe we hit up the Steel Spur, see if anyone's paying anything to like clear out a bunch of oh my god, my brain froze.
much
Paying to
wetware.
clear out a bunch of boosters.
My policy is usually to leave the boosters to their own business.
Money's
He went-
money. Rep is rep.
Yeah, different ways of going about it, but that's okay. So, anyhow, what are just doing a quick surfing, Jerome? What would I know as a fixer about where the jobs are being posted and at what levels?
Another good question. Why don't most of you aren't native to this? Why don't you just why don't you give me intelligence and street deal and a D10 roll?
All of us?
No, Amori.
Oh, okay.
19.
19. Good job. Okay. Phoenix really lacks a central hub of that nature of the afterlife and Atlantis and whatnot. Just given the fact that it's it's not. It's basically it's not Los Angeles. You know,
It's not big enough.
Yeah, I mean it's big. It's just it doesn't have that kind of draw. The closest
Mhm.
you come is the Steel Spur,
Mhm.
which is this kind of Southwest country style bar, which is right on the edge of the southern Badlands of Phoenix. It sits right outside the downtown Phoenix walls, on the edge of Razor's Edge territory.
So it's in what used to be Tempe.
Yes.
Okay. Is that like the number 3 on the map?
I haven't. I don't have the map pulled up, but it is. I do believe it is numbered on there.
Okay, then that's the number 3 because that's the only number in that area. Okay. Alrighty. So it's not a bad choice. There's not going to be a lot of heavy work, probably. I mean, but
You know, we could deal with light work, to be honest, with all the weird stuff that this group has gone through. Not to say any ill will about any specific individuals here.
Maybe
but,
we should
you know.
start smaller.
well, we have a dock, so we could do like the plague stuff and move contraband, outside the city and maybe hand to a few biomedicals to,
I don't crash everything.
We could go hunting javelinas.
Oh yeah.
The 200 to 300 pound things that
I
one
mean,
of us
for
is qualified to
change-
do that. The rest of us would, have to take the other one all by ourselves. So, yeah, that could be amusing. I'm going to want to video that, so I'll stand back.
You're
So
going to
when
get us in
DQ
trouble with
puts a
videoing all this stuff.
hypervelocity, titanium slug through it and it blows up.
Well, I second the idea of checking out the Steel Spur.
All right, let's head that way.
Might as well.
Yep.
Who's riding with me?
Me.
So you have right now. Let's see. The only other individuals. So you have 4 cars available to you. So you have whatever Amore drove in, DQ, Skulls, and Sam.
I call shotgun.
Are they
Well,
all
I don't have a
four-seaters?
shotgun in here, so you'll
You're
have
only
to
going to
bring
take
your
2
own.
vehicles. 2 vehicles.
Just the 2. Okay.
Just 2.
Whoever I'm driving with, I'm driving.
I would. Well,
Move over.
nah.
Move over.
Either I'm in. Either if you're driving my car, I'm sitting shotgun.
I'll drive the dog.
They can argue it out. I'll take the others if they want. But
Okay.
yeah, 2 cars.
So
we don't have a good vehicle rep right now, and so yeah, 2 cars.
So you, so then Omen, you hop into Amore's basic sedan. For lack of a better term, it is it's a repurposed. I mean, everything at this point is old and redone because of the lack of new right now. But he's sporting. We'll say it's a 2019 Hyundai. But he has been, because of who he is, he's diligent, and it still has that new car smell on the inside.
It's newer than mine.
Nice, nice clean seats, and brisk AC, which is important.
Yes.
Is it,
I got 260 AC.
the 260. Is it the same time of year as it is now?
Yeah, we'll say it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Just to keep it simple.
So it's not too bad, but
Nah.
it's
But I mean, it is.
but it's worse than it is now.
That is correct. So it will get worse, but it's not as hot as it could be. So
Actually-
we're taking Amore's car, and who else's?
I thought DQ's.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have Amore's car, which looks pretty nice. It has very, very few scuffs, if any. And then you've got DQs, who could probably pass for something that was just recently hijacked.
I'm going with the Moray.
Okay.
I'm the only brave one.
You know,
I'll
DQ's
go
My
with
car doesn't really have a suspension anymore. That's the only real catch.
DQ's car was new back when grunge was first coming out.
I was going to say Nixon, but okay.
So he's sporting, we'll say like a 1994 Toyota.
Oh, and before we get going, everyone's got a pocket gun?
Yes.
Everyone's got a pocket gun?
No.
Not a pocket gun, no.
Do I have?
I gave you my small one.
I'm not
You gave
asking
me
for
yours.
Yep. Last time we played, you have a
Oh, that's right. I got your small one.
Beretta
That's right.
9mm.
I got me a jacket gun.
Doc, do you have a pistol shooting?
Never really felt the need.
Okay.
If I change my mind, I'll let you know.
Tank Girl?
Yeah, all I got is that giant ass sniper rifle. So
So how about if I let you borrow my small AKR-20?
okay, it shouldn't be that bad.
Okay. You can take the AKR-20, and I'll stick with my Tangle gun, and that should cover everyone, unless the Newsy is light as well.
I'll pull out my pistol and
Okay.
send it
I
up.
feel better now. And maybe we could get like a Red Cross vest for Doc.
Make him a target.
Yeah, no thanks.
Well,
That's
no.
great.
Those just make it easier to hit. Ping,
Yeah, you
ping,
see, that's
ping,
great for the
ping.
military because there's rules, but on the streets, no. Please no.
Okay, just a thought.
Appreciate it, but it tactically doesn't quite work as well as you might think.
You called it the Rusty Spur?
The Steel Spur.
Steel Spur. Okay.
Yep.
Could be rusty.
And off we go.
Rusty's from the other game.
Yeah, so you guys drive across town at this point. Head out to the south side of town. This is the last vestiges of anything Phoenix that looks halfway decent, because it's outside of the actual boundaries where the police and whatnot that they patrol. So it is more on the lawless side here. You can see that where this particular building has been set up, several other buildings have gone out of business. So people, what they do here, because it's a popular joint, they take up the remaining like parking spots, from the other businesses and just use it for here. And nobody obviously seems to care. The Steel Spur looks very much like an old restaurant at one point in time that has been kept in very good working order. It's got a big sign that lights up, and with LEDs at this point, much more modern looking of a steel spur that kind of rotates a couple times and then, turns off and then turns on and rotates a couple times. The front side of the whole building looks very much like a saloon. Like you've got your wood railing that kind of goes around the outside of it. The doors themselves, they're designed to look like big, the swinging double doors that you would find at a Western saloon, but they're obviously not. They value security. But you can push them open like no problem. There are some armed men here who look like they're probably house security the way they're dressed. They're not wearing a standard uniform. They are wielding pretty hefty looking pistols. One guy happens to have a SMG slung over his shoulder. Otherwise, on the inside, it's hopping. It's got wooden floors. The place is pretty well kept. It looks very much. It has that old saloon feel on the inside, but like you stepped into Vegas. So it's got some of that neon flash here and there, glass, up at certain points to help give a reflection, make it look a little bit bigger than it normally is. All of the girls in here are dressed like attractive cowgirls with the Daisy Dukes and cowboy boots action going on. Everybody in here worth their salt is armed. And occasionally you see like even waitresses have a side piece, on them if they're not directly chromed up in some degree or another as well. There is a bar that is also fashioned very much like an old saloon, with some footrest. There's a spittoon, but nobody really seems to be using it for it. As well as several stools that line up, along the side. It's the glass is backlit a little bit to give it kind of a shine, with several spigots of alcohol available, and I mean there must be 50 people plus in here already.
Wow.
And it's not even quite sundown yet.
Nice.
Fancy.
Okay. We never bothered this before, guys. What do we call ourselves?
Oh.
Y'all work on that. I take a look around the place. Are there any Razor's Edge here?
Great question. Give me a roll. Don't roll a
Get a
1.
name?
Churro.
Did you get above a 1?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It's very obvious. There are some here you can tell by their either by their like razor looking tattoo that they've got etched somewhere on their flesh, or by the colors that they happen to wear either on like a vest or jacket. Not too many, but you do see some here, and it's they do stand out. The other thing that you guys do note is there is a wall towards the back. It has like a touch screen. It looks very much kind of like one of those directories.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm guessing that's what I'm looking for.
Probably at places like this, if you're looking for the Dungeons and Dragons style want ads, you're probably looking for something like this because it's probably connected to the city network.
Yep.
I am keeping a careful eye out for any Russians I may or may not know.
And
Give me a
and for the record, guys, regardless of your past, let them shoot first. So we're not getting kicked out, and they are.
Oh, you
Dodge.
don't want to know about my past.
Dodge.
They will.
Dodge. Let them shoot first, then respond.
So
That's your instructions.
Omen, give me an intelligence and awareness notice check.
Oh God. Like she's like, oh yeah, we're gonna go into the. Uh-oh. This is a reason I don't go to these places. Awareness notice.
I did not see
Plus
the
int. Yeah.
Yeah, intelligence and awareness notice.
Yeah, Kai's just like, she's just like looking at everything, like in awe.
That would be a 10.
Good grief.
Wow. You rolled a 1?
I rolled a 1. Yeah, I was like, wait a second, I rolled a 1.
Yeah,
Oh no.
so
That's
keep
what I
in mind,
thought.
if you roll a 1, let me know. That is a
Yeah.
botch.
No, I just looked at it again. I was like, oh, I rolled a 1. Oh no. I don't notice anybody.
So roll a d10 again.
This time you want to roll low.
Dice, please love me. 2.
Okay, so out of 2, then when you come walking in, you're like looking around, and your first thought was, okay, DQ probably angered somebody, and then you're like, wait, there's people that don't like me, and so like you swung your head around to like look around to put your own head on the swivel at that point, and then when you do that, you like bash your face, not hard, but very noticeably right into a large man's shoulder, just like, and you're and you're like pressed up against him temporarily, and the guy kind of turns around a second, pretty chromed out looking guy, just kind of wearing a a ball cap, has a haircut, looks like he's probably ex-military, probably 6'4", 6'5", real big looking guy. Turns around, he's like, excuse me.
Oh, sorry. I probably just need a drink. I tripped on something. I just like look at the floor.
I
I don't know.
I will move in and like grab her by the shoulders and kind of like guide her away, and then like give the guy a wink and a wave.
Oh, okay. Why don't you first, since you're kind of helping to diffuse the situation, not that there's a major. Give me a cool and no, give me an empathy, and since you winked, seduction check. Or persuasion, fast talk. I'll let you choose how you want to play that out.
Well, my seduction is slightly lower, but I rolled a 3, so that's not going to be super great on either way. So we'll do the higher one, which gives me a 14.
14. Okay. So you play it off, sort of thing, as she looked thoroughly confused and is looking down, and whatnot, which helps play into the way you're kind of doing it. And now give me an intelligence and awareness notice check, Sam.
18.
Oh, dang. Okay. And actually, now that you've done that, Omen, also give me an awareness notice, an intelligence and awareness notice check.
I'd like to get past the door just once.
I know, yeah.
just once.
We're almost there.
Almost in the door. That's going to be...
Our fixer is going to be convinced that we're going to be the death of him.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
To be a 13. It's like we're cursed. That's just it.
13, okay. And what'd you get, Sam?
18.
18. Okay, so she's still probably, now I don't want to say out of it, but more just trying to keep her head down at this point, not, being as noticeable. But Sam, as you're walking away from the guy and you kind of, played it off, and he's like, okay, yeah, just whatever, and he goes back to taking a drink. He looks really familiar from TV for some reason. But not like commercial or anything like that, or like you think his face before.
I'm gonna lean over to Amore and say, "Do you recognize him?"
I was about to see what Tank Girl had got herself into anyhow. So Maury kind of halfway pivots and kind of sweeps his glance along the area where they're going as he goes, "Hey, Doc, you sure she's okay from that head injury?"
Let me take a look. Omen, here, come here. Come, let me get you a drink. Actually, come with me to the bar.
So now that I've lateral, Tank Girl, etc., out of the way, what am I looking at?
Give me an intelligence and awareness notice check.
Okay, so 17.
Okay. You only know this because you obviously had been keeping an eye on Omen.
Yes.
For a while when she was completely laid up, and whether it be due to sick, cruel nature, or just a complete lack of empathy. You left it on one channel when she had no ability to really change it. And you recognize him as one of the characters from that show Locktastic.
Wait, so he's an actor?
No.
So I wait till we, get sat down, and I take out my phone and I text the information to everyone. Okay. So that everyone's aware of that individual, and I just kind of go, okay. And then I order a round of drinks for everyone and some food, drop a little money. Go tell me what it'd be to go slightly above average in food and drinks here.
Okay. So then you guys, you first find a place to sit, then to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, no problem. So if you're springing for it all, and you're going above average for everyone here, 100 eddies should be fine.
Okay. Yeah, because it's our first time here, and
Sure.
I'm like, yep, we're going to do it right. And I look over at Doc. I said, Doc, while you're taking care of that, I'm going to go over and take a look at the screen. I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Got it.
And I'm gonna text Alicia. Wait till I tell you about the crash. You wouldn't believe it.
Okay. Well, she sends a text back and she says, "Oh no." She says hopefully none of your group got like really hurt, did they?
I'll text back. Everyone's fine, except the van. P.S. P.S. Have you heard of? I'm gonna use the name for the guy from earlier. Wayne Otsego.
See it kind of.
She doesn't have to write back right away, but
you see it kind of spinning. She says, "I've heard the name. I just don't know from where."
Supposedly works at ConAg.
And she sent another text back. It's just, "Oh, okay. Yeah. I think I've seen him around the building. I think he lives somewhere in Mega Building 4. Not too sure where." Why?
I'll say, is he above board?
Okay, so she sends a couple question marks back, and she says, "Do you need to call me?"
I'll text back later.
And she says, "Okay."
Okay, so about the dude from Locktastic.
Uh-huh.
So he's a guy that they like wrote into, or like
Yes.
wrote a character about.
Yeah, no, he keep in mind the story is fictionalized accounting of edge runners that happen to work
Right.
this area a while back, which they've they've clearly played up on the fictionalization, but the actor looks a lot like this guy, and that guy's name was Dane.
Your name was Dane.
Uh-huh.
And what's his name? I didn't write it down fast enough.
Locktastic.
That was the
Is that what
TV
it
show.
And what was the actor's name?
I never gave the actor's name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Does he look bothered Like, would it be does it look like it would be appropriate to maybe like send a drink over to him in apology, or is he like over it?
Great question. We actually have skills for that. Would you like to roll it?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Which one is that?
That is empathy and human perception.
Okay, yes, I will roll for that. That's a 10. So
Then roll again.
I mean, it's a 0, but that means I always have like a panic when I see a 0.
It's not a computer array, so it's fine.
Right.
31.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow, nice.
So
She knows his innermost secrets from his childhood.
It might have.
I mean, I do watch the show.
Yeah, you do. Yes. It might bother him, but for example, from the show that after their first gig, they got PBR. So if you cracked a joke about that, you could probably easily diffuse the situation. Like, you really nailed your human perception. Like, you figured out how to like completely ice this over and make it a non-factor.
They would not have PBR at this bar, would they?
They would not. But if you sent a note with it, you probably and worded it correctly,
like,
you could probably.
We don't have PBR, but this is the best we can do.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, then I will go ahead and have them send him a drink with that note.
And do you say who it's from, or just that note?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So you guys have sat down at this point. You've got you have what is effectively high quality kibble. So it doesn't taste like dog food. It's actually several steps above that. The alcohol is good for what you guys have here. Basically, you were given several cups, a big pitcher, and then you just pour, however you want, group style, whatnot. Amore, and I'll get to you in a second, Sam. Amore, you go to the board.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's no way to jack into the board, so it's just all touchscreen. So, it's one of these things. The way these boards work is, if you see something on there you want to follow up on, you would just pull out your own phone or like your own digital, and then you would follow up, and then it would eventually refresh and go back to its main screen or what. So, what specifically are you looking for?
Yeah, we could do B&E, and we could do protection, and we could do escort.
Okay.
Those would be the categories I'd be interested in.
Okay. So then why don't you give me an intelligence and... Why don't you go ahead and give me an intelligence, and in this case, a library search.
Where would that skill be?
Library search is also under intelligence.
Yeah,
Intelligence.
It's
the
in the
second column.
Yeah, it's right under languages.
Oh, okay. Nope, I have none of that, so it's just my intelligence. And I rolled a 10.
Okay, roll again.
Oh, nice.
So I'm starting with an 18 at this point, and add 6 to it, so 24.
Nice. Okay.
Awesome.
So you take some time, and you're flipping through them, but you're not going too fast. You're being pretty discerning with what it is you're looking for, having a decent understanding of what you think the team could probably handle, and more importantly, what you think is probably going to pay off something. There's plenty of hey, we need you to steal this or get this or it's kind of like looking through email and knowing what is the well-designed spam and what's the actual email. That would be a good analogy to put there. So you're like, that's probably junk. That sounds good, but that's probably junk. You're looking through there and you find a couple. You find one, looks like it is backing up a transport gig.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually they are going to be transporting goods from Phoenix to Quartzsite,
Okay.
which is basically straight down the freeway. It's almost almost a straight shot out towards California.
Mm-hmm. About a day's journey or two.
No, because it's by car. If you went there and back, you'd probably be back the same day, but you're looking at 8 hours.
Can't plan on being back the same day though. That assumes everything goes well.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, but typically speaking, if you were to go there and back on these types of roads in this era, you'd probably make it back in 8 hours.
Okay.
So again, that's assuming all went as planned.
Well, yeah.
So you've got that. That sounded promising. Pay is not terribly great, but the risk doesn't sound terrible either, because that's mostly just Badlands out that way. So maybe scavs, and then or hard up nomads.
Mm-hmm.
That's not terrible, and that's something you have kind of a connection with, so you might be able to get some feelings for that one. The other one looks like it is it's actually a delivery. This one is at the other end of town. Looks like you would be transporting you would basically be picking up something from here and taking it to somewhere in Fountain Hills. So closer, but that's deep in some nomad territory.
Yeah, but we have 2 nomads here,
right?
So,
and then the other one, actually, oddly enough, because you rolled really well, which is surprising, you actually spot a job from Silas on this board, and you can tell, like on the bottom count, like how people look at it, kind of like LinkedIn. It tells you how many, like a lot of people have checked this particular one out, just because it's got his name attached to it. And the details on it are sparse, but it says looking for edge runners, skill sets negotiable.
Well, that's another way of saying expendable fodder, but okay.
Anybody will do.
The obviously the difference about this one, even though there's not a lot of details to be shared, it's clear Silas is more of a name factor out this way. So if he's offering something, the pay is probably going to be way better than these other gigs.
Yep. All right.
So you got some options there.
I download them down to my phone and walk back to the table, and while people are there, and I take out my little handheld, my little laptop computer, and I hit the thing for zone. Scrambles everything else, can't be listened to.
Sure, okay.
And I go, we've got what looks to be 3 options, and I explain them to the group. We can do escort. We can take Silas's nameless job, which looks a lot like he's looking for people to, that might be in the expendable category, but it's hard to say. We can do the other one on the other side of town, which is delivery, but it's local. I would tend to go with Silas's simply because that's the black market here, and it'd be nice to have that intro. But we have to assume the fact that, considering what he does, it certainly is not going to be safe.
Act like I don't know who Silas is.
Oh, I'm sorry, Doc. You weren't there when we had that conversation. Silas is the local black market here.
Huh. You already know what I'm going to say. He does have his head on a swivel.
Sure.
Like, for anyone who notices him and, like, picks up a phone.
Okay.
But I'm down for the Silas still.
Do you know what he's into?
He's black market here.
So
he probably covers everything.
Upside is we might get a contact to buy some stuff.
And I kind of look over at Sam and go like, And I'm really hoping your face isn't well known.
Oh, this face? No.
Yes, that's
This
good.
face is just a normal face.
Okay.
But even if it was, I can look different.
Yeah, I'm just
And
saying.
I can make you look different.
I'm willing to bet that the local black market guy is not going to be news friendly.
That doesn't bother me.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to touch bases on that.
But we
And
could do the transport gig too, and
there-
work for Silas.
Well, that's why we're having this discussion.
Do both?
I can pursue both and see what happens. That's anyone have any other thoughts?
As long as we can do them without our van.
Well, if it's transport, they'll provide. Usually.
It depends. We're not going to know until I go look into it. Okay, I'll look into those two jobs. We're looking at the escort and Silas, Jerome.
Okay.
Sí, ¿por qué no los dos?
And so we'll sit there and have dinner, and I'm just going to drop the zone because after a while people would notice, and we'll go back to our normal conversations, and I'll just look around, trying to register who's there and who I might recognize or at least know by background names and stuff.
Okay. All right. So so you're looking at the one. So the delivery to Fountain Hills or the transport protection to Quartzsite.
Ooh,
Which
if
one-
it's just
which one were you
transport
looking at?
protection,
Which one pays more?
I don't know yet.
Transport protection definitely pays more.
find out if they need a driver or if we're just there to shoot guns. I mean, I can do both.
That's why I have
Yeah.
to presume. Yep, I'm not going to know until I touch base and go like I'm interested. What's the details?
Okay.
And they'll feed me back X, and we'll continue from there until we make a choice.
You send a text inquiring.
Mhm.
Okay. Or shoot a mail. Shout.
Whatever the contact method is for the two.
Yep. Okay. So they'll get back to you on that one. So as you guys are now talking and you're waiting for your follow-ups and whatnot, that guy that you bumped into, Omen, comes walking over.
She'll just kind of slouch in her seat a little bit more, like, no shit.
And seeing this military chromed out dude just suddenly walking towards us, yeah, like Skulls is like kind of taking a position where he can get to his gun if he needs to. If
Maury just kind of looks around and goes, "Chill. It's okay.
Sam is gonna just smile.
Just chill out, people. It's inside here. It's okay."
Omen's
So-
having like PTSD. She's
Yeah,
just like,
Yes.
Which is fair. Yeah, so he comes walking up, and he sets the note down on the table, and he said, and he looks and he said and points at Sam, and he says, "You're not a fangirl, are you?"
I'm not going to stalk you if that's what you're asking,
Good enough.
but I appreciate your work.
Oh, okay. Trust me, it's nothing like you see on that stupid TV show.
So I hear. I think I know someone who knows
Jerome,
your
I
people.
kick out whatever I'm sitting over and slide it over his way, and I find something else to sit on.
Okay.
Drop
I mean,
something
so
else
he
instead
just, so he takes a seat. He says, "So who do you know then?" I'm curious.
While this is going on, DQ orders another round for the table.
Okay. So
I'm really-
if you're getting just a big picture, take down 15.
Nah, shots.
Oh, shots. Oh, all right.
Holy cow!
Get, at that point, then 25.
And
Poor
Omori
Kai.
looks over and goes, "One round, people. No more bar fights."
I'll say a lady called Alicia.
And so he's like, "Alicia, you know Alicia?"
Yes.
How do you know Alicia?
The more he's
Work?
kind of looking at you directly, Sam.
Work?
Work. I thought Alicia was like she get some sort of like media exec job or something here recently? Are you a
That's
media
where-
type now?
That's where we met.
Huh. Wait, do you work on that damn show?
No. No. No.
All right.
They don't. I guess they don't ask you for
Input?
details.
No.
Do they pay you at all?
No.
Well, they ought to at least pay you.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some sort of legality to it, but that company you work for seemed to square some of that away somehow.
I'm sorry to hear it. Well, I don't want to bother you.
Just you work on a show and you're not paid?
No, I do not work on that damn show.
Oh, sorry. I don't.
Hey,
I guess I haven't seen whatever's going on here.
You're not missing anything. Trust me, pal.
All right.
I mean, it's funny, but if it's based on real people, then it's a little bit not funny.
Yeah, it's based on real people. And I get sick of people coming up to me asking me for their autograph over that crap anytime I'm in town.
So you don't live here anymore.
No, I moved.
Well,
Actually, I moved before this all went down. The TV show, I mean.
right.
What
Well,
brings you back to town?
Finishing up some work.
Yeah, we're trying to get work.
So he's like looking around and the fact that you're all group. Oh, gotcha. You're all young edge runners trying to find a score.
Do you have any advice?
Gotcha. You want advice from me? Okay.
You have experience.
This is true. Keep your powder dry.
That's good
Sound
advice.
advice.
And
Over DQ.
never
Yeah.
trust a free drink from the Quins.
Who are the who?
Oh, also
Who's the
true.
Quins?
Oh,
Poster
honey,
gang.
those are the girls we were partying with the other night.
I don't remember.
That's why.
Why?
And that's why.
Just don't party alone.
Actually,
Yeah.
Yeah. 3
That's-
is better than 2 in that case.
I'm just always with you guys. It seems like anymore.
Well, I'm sure there's an escort service. You know, if you need a night out, I'll be happy to pay for an escort service for the night.
Are you talking
Wow.
about me getting an escort or me being the escort?
No. Get you an escort. You say you need someone else to go out with you. I'll get you an escort for the night.
No, I think I'm good.
Okay, just checking.
DQ will
Skulls
always party.
Skulls leans over to Kai right after that and goes, "You can slap Moray just once. He probably deserves at least one by now. It's fine if you need
Always-
to do that."
Always looking for business opportunities, huh?
I'm gonna lean back over to him and say, I'm just waiting for him to get into the car with me.
He should get in an AV with you.
And he says, I'm sensing there's already a story there.
Ooh, show him the video.
No, don't show him the video.
Oh no.
What
So-
video?
There's no video
I
to
think
see.
I get to say
So
because I
Maury
got
takes
hit
out
so
his
hard.
phone.
Show
he
up
clicks
to
over
Mhm.
to the
people
video
laugh.
and he kind of holds it up like this so he can see it, and he starts playing it.
Okay, so he looks and he's all, yeah, you are definitely not my sister. Wow.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, if you don't watch the show, then yeah, it flew right over your head. It's okay.
Just like his sister.
I don't
Clever.
get it.
Only by implication. In more, he's just going to. Yeah.
Wow.
It was an interesting experience.
So trying to get your license, or was that?
No, I thought it was going to fly more like a helicopter, and I found out that it
That
doesn't.
it does not. Right.
But I can fly a helicopter just fine.
Okay.
And
Well,
I drive just fine. And she looks
okay.
over at skulls,
And
and I
that's
don't drop trannies out of things.
What does that mean?
I don't know what you're
I
talking
look
about.
over at him like, what?
I'm gonna go to the bar. Anybody want to go to the bar with me? I'm gonna go to the bar. So he gets up and he starts heading to the bar.
Or just like was pretty much laughing at this point.
She's like, shit, if he didn't save my life, I'd be pissed.
he says. So then at that point, Dane looks to Kai and he says, "So you can tell the difference between an AV and a helicopter, right?"
I do now.
Okay. Wow. All right. The fan is on top of one and on the bottom of another.
Well, yeah, duh, now.
No, it's always been that way.
I think she just thought it'd be like, you drive one stick shift, you drive them all. And it just
Okay.
didn't work out that way.
Clearly,
No, but I'm
no,
gonna
it
I'm
did
gonna
not.
fix that. I told you I can fix it.
You're right. It's being fixed.
I'm
This is where he
fixing-
goes, yeah, for the second time.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it was nice meeting you. Good luck on finding your first big score, I guess.
Oh, no. We had a nice score. Didn't go far. But it's time
if-
for another.
If you're going to be in town for a while, you might say hi to Alicia. I'm sure she'd be happy to know that you're doing okay.
Yeah, I will definitely let her know I'm in town.
It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, it was nice to meet you.
Well, I'll enjoy your night. And he picks up his drink, downs the shot, and goes walking off.
Okay.
So you got the information back on the transportation protection.
Mm-hmm.
The gig is looking for a group. Total payout is 15,000. You supply your own vehicles, though.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
It does note that they will cover on successful transport. They will cover ammunition spent.
That's an improvement. Alrighty.
When does the job have to be done?
Well, the job they're looking to actually get going here within the next 2 days.
I can have our rig fixed by then.
Oh, I know, but that's why you know, if this is something we choose, then I'll ask a few more questions, and maybe we'll see.
Also, Jerome, just out of curiosity, because of her age and her lack of experience, how fast would she get tipsy?
What's your body?
Her body is
About 18 years old.
she's 19.
That's age, not body.
6.
Okay. Why
More
don't
than
you
me.
give me a BTM save, or I should say not a BTM save, but a save throw. You're gonna need to you need to roll under it.
Okay.
So you have a save of 7. So you need to roll under a 7.
No, I rolled a 10.
All right, good job.
Do the rest of us need to roll that too?
Yes.
Okay. Body of 10. As long as I don't roll a 10. 5.
So
Yeah,
what does that mean for my character since
You're
I
tipsy?
rolled a 10? Oh, okay.
I am also tipsy.
Okay.
I have a 4. My body is 9.
Okay, you're good.
Rolled a 6 with a body of 6.
Okay. So you didn't roll under. You're a little tipsy. Omen?
7 with a body of 8.
Okay, you're good.
How do you increase your stats? Just by points
IP?
for X?
Yeah.
Or if it's potentially cybernetics.
Okay.
Depending upon what it is you're trying to.
Okay.
And then the note comes back from the connection to Silas.
Mm-hmm.
And it just gives you a place to meet.
Tonight.
Yep.
Where?
It's at the grunge muscle.
The other location, yes, his place.
That sounds like a euphemism.
The what muscle?
Grunge muscle.
The grunge muscle.
Yeah, you can take that any of several ways. Hey,
I don't
Doc,
get it.
I twisted my grunge muscle.
and hopefully you don't.
So he's at the bar and he twists around. He's like, "What? What?"
Yeah. Do you have something in with you so that the group is able to converse without being embarrassing?
I have
I'm
a
not
mastoid coin still.
embarrassing.
What?
You mean like mouths? What do you converse? Well, hold on. And he kind of slips a little bit off the bar stool and then meanders on over.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely driving.
Okay, what now?
Yeah, Sam is just getting a little bit giggly.
Oh yeah, me too.
So
DQ, how are
I've
you
got a
feeling?
response for the other job, but it requires people to be sober, which most of you aren't.
I'm sober.
Oh,
DQ, are you sober?
I'm stone sober.
Okay, we got two cars. We're good. Let's pilot.
Yeah, but no, I'm not taking intoxicated people to a interview.
Do
Just
we have
not
to?
It might
happen.
help.
They'll be fine.
No, I'm fine. I'm good.
Doc,
I'm real
He
good.
holds up his arms like this. How many organics am I holding up?
Probably. No, hold
12?
on. You got chrome all throughout, so
Is that
that's
a
an
trick
invalid
question?
question.
12?
you all
You're
are
both
making
kind
my
of
point.
wrong, but that's okay.
I don't have to be the one that you're the one who's gonna be, organizing, right? We're fine. If somebody has a headache or loses an eye or something, I can deal with it. It's fine. I'll be good.
Okay,
We're
I'm
good.
counting on you. And Sam,
What?
can you keep Mrs. I want to be a hover pilot on short leash when we go to this interview?
Who's going to keep her on a short leash?
You don't need to know.
Why do
All right,
I
I'll
get
drive.
one?
DQ, you're sober. All right, that's fine.
I have the tangle gun. It works really well on normal people.
What's that?
We'll behave.
That's all I'm asking.
All right, let's go. Come on, let's go this way to the cars.
And Jerome, that AC is set to minus 60.
Okay. Waking everybody up.
Right. So
I'm waking everybody up.
Just because he's being paranoid, when he leaves, he takes another look around to make sure, like, none of the Razor's Edges he tagged earlier is like calling, making a phone call as he's leaving.
Sure. Go ahead and take a give me another roll. Intelligence and awareness notice.
I'm going with tank.
That is going to be 12.
Okay. So I mean, you look around and you don't see anything,
Okay.
as far as you can tell.
Okay.
Which gang was it that you are scared of?
Razor's Edge.
I'm not necessarily
Oh, you
scared
guys
of
are
them, but it's an on-site with their gang leader, and that's Razor's Edge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Razor's. Okay.
They want to polish his chrome individually.
That's
Yeah.
not good.
One each, huh?
That's not good. I wouldn't let him do it.
We could probably talk him out of it.
Well, if not,
So
Doc's here with his towing kit.
You pile into 2 cars at this point.
Yep.
Head out at this point back into Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
You are heading now to what is the outskirts of downtown proper, Phoenix. So more along the northern section of I-17, probably up around Bethany Home Road. Those of you who might be looking at a
I
map.
know where that is. Yep. I know where it is.
I know where it is.
So, as you come into that area, there is what looks to be like what looks to be a big restaurant sitting right off of the highway. Across the street is a hotel, still in pretty good condition. At this point, it's probably like a 2-star, but it's got several stories. I think it's about 8 stories high or 10 stories high or something like that. The section around what was this restaurant, now it's more of just a really big dive bar. There is a gas station in this particular parking lot, but there was a strip mall here as well. And I shouldn't say strip mall, but there was a strip of stores here, and all those stores are gone. The only 2 things in operation here is this big kind of place, as well as the gas station, and they all kind of share the same parking lot, for lack of a better term, although it's not straight. Somebody played a little Tetris with the parking lot to try and make it all work, but you can drive through it. But with a wheeled car, it's not a problem. But the dive bar sits right off of the access road there, and get off the freeway or whatever have you. The place on the inside is around the or I should say around the building. A lot of cars. You can hear loud music playing, so it's clear that they've got some sort of band playing right now.
Would we have sobered up at this point?
I'll let you guys, those of you who are tipsy, I will let you make another save roll. You need to roll under it.
No.
Under your save.
Nope. My body is not high, so
Yeah, same here. Not me either.
Okay.
Wow!
I guess
That
that's
was-
kind of fitting.
Oh, this will be amusing.
maybe
You could be drinking and driving and still be fine compared to the other you 3.
So
But
as
that's
you
what thankful's for.
So as you guys come walking in, you hear some pretty deftly played instruments. Probably this would be the style. Well, I shouldn't say style of music, but the way they're playing is they're probably good enough to be signed, but they aren't, obviously, given the nature of the world that you guys are in right now. So they're playing really well. The band is set up against the northern wall. There's open seating and tables. Again, this was made to accommodate a bunch of restaurant goers, so there's a lot of open. Pardon me, I got the hiccups. There's a lot of open space in here.
Is it open enough for dancing?
There is, yes.
I'm already dancing.
Me too.
All right.
Definitely dancing.
So Sam and Kai, as soon as you guys get in, they're just like woohoo, and they just like walk over to the dance floor and start doing it. Hold on 1 second.
Omen, we really have got to get them out drinking with us one night.
We are drinking right now.
Oh no, I mean some real drinking.
We're drinking
Another
some
round.
more? Yeah.
Oh God.
What? Live it up.
We need to send for the alcohol that we usually get on the ship.
So
Doc, you gonna come dance with us?
The band they've got playing up there right now is actually playing. They're doing a bunch of cover tunes right now, but they're actually doing a lot of the Seattle rock style, so the grunge. So they're doing right in the process right now of doing some Soundgarden. So Outshined and
Nice.
the woman.
So this is not Wicked Lion.
This is Wicked Lion.
It is?
It is.
Oh God. I'm like, yeah, this music's really good. And I like just like you just see her just go pale.
Are you fangirling?
You're on the floor. You don't even know to ask. You're dancing with Sam right now, and having a
Oh
great
no,
time.
I was asking out of character.
Oh, okay.
She's fangirling.
And Amori just kind of looks over at Tank Girl, goes,
Wicked Lion.
"Yes. Would you like to share?"
I
She
need
don't
another
ask
drink.
about your business,
I need
don't
another
ask
drink.
about hers.
I need a drink.
Is Wicked Lion the name of the band that's playing in game?
It is, yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't know that, so I'm just enjoying the music.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, do they have servers, Jerome?
They do, yes.
I asked her. So I was talking to Silas. He said to come by, talk to him about a job.
So they kind of like, she kind of like looks around and she says, "Oh, you're gonna want to go towards the back there, other side, double doors. Looks like it used to be an arcade back up in there."
Okay. Thanks.
And
DQ?
The place is hopping. It has limited food options, but it's all like appetizer stuff. So it's like, the equivalent of fries or mozzarella sticks or onion rings.
Okay. I hand DQ 50 credits and go like, "This should cover it for now. I'm gonna go to the back and talk about the job. Make sure they don't wander off into the desert somewhere."
We need to tag them like animals, right?
No, just
Amori just
doing right now. With them.
Amori just kind of looks over at you and goes, "Whatever works."
Skulls is dancing his way over to Kai and Sam.
Okay.
I'm gonna find a table somewhere that's not near any light, or the least amount of light possible. Even though probably they have lights facing stage, right? So they'll be blinded up there anyways. But yeah, just gonna ease my way over to an empty table.
Sure. Okay, so, Omen, why don't you give me a...
Man, I love this music though.
Why don't you give me a stealth check? So reflex and stealth.
Oh God.
So you're saying Kai shouldn't yell at her name?
Well, it's pretty loud.
It's pretty loud in here. Do I have any stealth? Let's find out. No. Okay.
We could dedicate a song to her.
Oh no! Oh no!
Don't forget, you can also use luck as well.
I'm saying no to the dedicating. Okay, 1d10.
But you can only do that before you roll.
Yep. That's going to be a 16, I believe. Let me just
16.
double-check.
Okay. And DQ, what are you doing in the meantime?
I'm keeping my eye on the drunk trio. And he's going to get himself some booze as well.
Okay. So why don't you go ahead and give me a save as well?
Anything but. It's but.
Okay.
Eight is below a 10, so.
Okay. So you've got yourself kind of situated with a drink, keeping an eye on the rest of your comrades. Omen has kind of disappeared from your eyesight at this point. Maybe she's gone somewhere in the crowd. Maybe she went with Amori. You're not sure. But you've kind of got your eyes fixed on Skull, Sam, and Kai, who are living up the youth that they never had in the 90s. As you know, they're kind of doing some headbanging. All my friends are Indians. All my friends are brown and red. Spoon Man. As she's getting up there, she's doing a reasonably good job of keeping up with Chris Cornell. In his prime, despite the fact she's a female singer, belting this out, but sounding pretty good. Like I said, they're probably one tier below, that the type that you would just snap up as a record producer like right away. Like they're doing really a great job collectively. So Amora, you go walking through the back, and there's two guards sitting up there at the door. One holds his hand up and he kind of looks at you. They're the big obvious bouncer looking types, and it's clear by their build that they've got some sort of chrome underneath.
Yep.
And the guy kind of looks at you and he says, "What do you want of him?"
I said, little man has an appointment with Silas. Maury's here.
So he kind of looks at you funny, taps his ear, and the other guy goes to pat you down. Are you packing any firearms?
Just the tangle gun.
Okay. So they take the tangle gun off you.
Yeah. And
he just holds on to it like in his hand.
Yeah.
And he follows you in. The other guy stays out front to keep an eye out. They walk in. Music is still kind of loud, but it's tampered down in here. It's obvious there's enough of between the glass that separates the walls in here that like it's double paned. You can still hear the music and enjoy it, but it's not going to interrupt any sort of business.
Okay.
There's a guy in here, older looking guy, probably mid 50s, slick back. Black hair, probably uses, a gel or something, but it goes all the way back. White, just a simple white shirt, a black blazer and black slacks. Got a couple other people in here, all fitting the bruiser sort of look like the other guys did. And the guy says, "Oh, he's here to see you, boss." So the guy, he kind of turns, and as he was listening to the music, he turns and he looks at you for a second. He kind of looks you over, almost in distaste, for a moment, and he's like, "Who exactly? You?"
And I go, "I'm Amori. I'm the guy you said come over and talk about the job."
Looking at the bottom of the barrel. Don't exactly know who.
Then I guess you shouldn't have told me to come by, huh?
Perhaps not. So what exactly have you done? What to your name?
Well, that story about your lovely local food company and what they were putting in it, that was me and my team.
Okay, so why don't you give me empathy and persuasion fast talk.
Okay, persuasion fast talk is 8. Empathy is okay. 1.
Wow.
Wow.
Can I use my reroll?
Oh god.
If you have a reroll, you absolutely can.
Yes, I.
Please use it.
Yeah.
We're
I
never
mean-
working in this town again.
Like we just lost our fixer. Okay.
And just at that moment, Sam and Kai are like, "Omen, come dance with us."
Okay.
I'm kidding.
15 total. 681.
So you got what? How much did you get?
15 total. 6 on the die and 9 on the other 2 scores.
Okay.
Much better.
Tell me about it. I watched that die roll over and I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Wait, so you have an empathy of 6. You have a persuasion fast talk of 8.
That was 14.
Right.
Oh, so I was off. It's 20.
Yeah, thank you. I'm looking
Sorry.
at your character sheet and I'm like, wait a minute, your stats are almost set already.
Yeah. Nope. Sorry.
Okay. Much, much better. And he says, sucks to be all foods.
Well, you interested in the computer with the data on it? Still happen to have that.
Maybe later.
Okay.
So who are you running with? What kind of a crew do you have? Equally experienced?
Yes.
Charming.
Yeah, I was in the military. Oh.
I have 2 gun bunnies. A doc. Glorified mechanic who does other things. And someone who's good for outside contacts.
Damn good mechanic.
Yeah, that would work if I didn't have the video.
You forgot to mention your brick wall.
I said
He
2
said
gun
2
bunnies.
soldiers.
Gun bunnies.
Yeah.
He called you a gun bunny.
He is.
He says, all right, so, sir, what are you driving?
Nothing worth talking about. Not going to bullshit you.
Appreciate it. That's going to be this particular job going to require some sort of a transport.
What did you say the vehicle was, Jerome? The AV?
It's a family flyer.
Yeah. Well,
For lack of a better term to help you remember it, it's an AV version of the station wagon from Vacation.
yeah. I said, we've got an AV, but not in that category.
And how quickly do you remedy? This conversation's getting...
I understand. Truthfully, I think I'd like to pass on it rather than cause a problem. Don't want to cause you a problem. Don't want to be embarrassed by it. I've got another job sitting there that is not quite as demanding. And I appreciate the time. And I'll go and collect my moderately drunken crew at this point. And because this was on our night out. So, and I appreciate it. But
So
yeah.
so he kind of turns and looks away to start watching the band again, and the bouncer walks with you back out to the door and hands the earpiece back to you.
No problem. Go back out, sit down with DQ. Not this time. Yeah. Why am I bothering? I order myself one near beer
Okay.
because there's 2 cars out there.
That there are. So you get yours. You've had some drinks at this point. Go ahead and give me a roll.
You want another one from me?
No, not yet.
Okay.
4 versus 9.
Okay.
And I go, hey, where's Tank Girl?
Oh. She ran off into some corner a little bit ago. She looks like she is an input who woke up next to the nomad that likes to suck on an exhaust pipe.
Okay.
I still have my mastoid common, so you guys can talk to me at any point.
It'll be hard given the fact you guys are in the area where there's the live band playing.
Okay. I go for a trip to the men's room, Jerome.
Okay.
And where it's quieter, and I click on the comm. I go like, I asked you what was wrong, and you went and did a vanish. The job's a bust, by the way.
I'm still here. I'm just sitting by the wall.
Yeah, I get that. They're all sloshed, so we're gonna have to we'll take the other. I'll continue with the other job. This one demanded transport.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's a pat on your shoulder. Moment.
Oh no. I look.
Okay. So it's a guy who is clearly working security, but not for this, not for the place here.
Right.
One of the band security.
Oh God.
And he looks at you and he says, "She's gonna want to talk to you now."
It wasn't me.
And so
Shit.
he basically not too politely but not super painfully kind of picks you up by the scruff of your neck just enough so that way your feet are just touching the floor, kind of like a cat, in a way. Just
like, oh, careful, the arm, it's new. Oh God.
Do I see this?
Is this
so he's in the bathroom, he doesn't see anything. DQ, give me an intelligence and awareness notice.
Well, my comm's still open, so I'm like, oh shit. No, okay.
13,
Probably
17.
here she's gonna want to talk to you. Oh no.
You got 17?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So at this point, those of you who are dancing don't see anything. All you guys see is that the band at this point is thanking everybody for coming out, and they will be back. They'll be back on stage in about 15 minutes. And of course, everybody's like, "Woohoo!" And applauding and whatnot.
I just use the comm and I go like, leave your comm open.
Okay. Yep. Let's go. Yep.
Right.
Okay.
I walk out down and sit next to DQ, and I said, the comm's open. I'm going to go sit along the wall so I can hear it. When the other 3 sit down, you might want to impress upon them the fact that this job's a bust and there might be a problem. And they probably shouldn't get any more to drink.
I want to stop the problem from happening.
Yeah, but it's in a club and you don't get that say. So
I can hit him from here. You wouldn't even know it was me.
DQ, this place has more cameras in here than you have eyes.
So
I only have 2 eyes.
That's my point.
Since the music has stopped playing, I'm gonna look around and see where our other people are, and then just go.
Okay, so those of you who have not given me an awareness notice check, go ahead and roll. That would be Skull, Sam, and Kai.
Do I get any demerits from being inebriated?
Yeah, but it's an increased difficulty, and I'm not telling you guys what it is.
So
21.
Now, what am I using?
Intelligence and awareness notice.
Awareness notice. Where's that at?
15.
Okay.
Where's
21.
awareness?
First
Mm.
column,
Notice.
third down on intelligence.
Oh, okay. So 6, 39. 17.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
All right. So, Skulls, you're the only one that's cognizant enough, I guess, or maybe caught a glance. You can see DQ, like his eyes kind of following somebody through the crowd, and you see somebody has a hold of Omen, and kind of like holding her by like the nape, like right there, and walking her to the backstage.
So when I see that, I'm like, oh, and I tap Sam on the shoulder, and I point exactly where Omen is, without like saying anything. Just do that, and then once she recognizes, and then go over to Kai, pat her on the shoulder, and do the same thing.
I'll be like, she gets to meet the band?
Oh, I am so there. Let's go.
No, I don't think that. Look how he's holding her. That's not good. I think something's happening.
What do we do?
We go meet the band.
We got to find the. Oh, hold on, and he puts on his
that's
like
not
astro
right.
comlink. He's like, hey, is anybody on right now? Who's opening the channel?
Oh yeah, you hear me going, yeah, great. This is going to be great. Yep.
The more he clicks and goes, Doc, keep it clear. We're listening to Tank Girl's private conversation with the band.
Is that gonna be a good convo or a bad convo?
Well, we'll both know together, won't we?
Great. Okay.
So I want to use. Let me ask the question first. Would I be able to track them reasonably from where I am with infrared, or would
No.
it be too too much interference?
Infrared. It's way too hot in here for you to pull that.
Oh,
off.
how about the telescoping optics? Oh, that won't help us with the hearing. Never mind.
Right.
Oh, we got the comms for the hearing.
Yep.
I need to get a super ear.
I should have done what I wanted to and bumped into him.
So, she goes walking into the air. Well, it gets walked, behind stage at that point, and you hear the security guard say, "Hey, boss, look who was watching your show." And Omen, you see that she turns around. She apparently wasn't aware that you were there, but one of the guards picked up on you, and she, without even saying anything, just drills you twice to the face hard with the now cybernetic arm that she didn't have when you first knew her.
Yes. Oh yes, I'm aware. I try to block with mine. I couldn't do it too.
Is that hit noticeable, like as a hit over the comms, or no?
Yeah, well, you hear a loud thump. Yeah.
Okay.
Bottle's getting set down. He's walking back.
So as you,
it's good, Rika. Come on.
So as you start walking back, the guards from the actual club at this point, hold their hands up, and there's like, "No, go, turn around." And so, and she's like, "You cost me months of my career."
It wasn't me. I wasn't even anywhere near that
Right,
area.
it was the one-armed man, right?
Well, I guess karma's a bitch. Look, I've paid my price. It was not me. Somebody else took the truck. Somebody else. I was drugged. I was nowhere near there. I was on the other side of the entire venue. And there was a crap ton of nomads there. I didn't mean it. I didn't do it. I was a great driver. I did all the right things all the time. Why would I screw up this badly? Why?
You need to give me a cool and persuasion fast talk check.
Oh, what do I
Also,
not have?
remember you have luck.
That's cool.
And you have a reroll.
Yeah,
It's
you
true, I
have
do have a
you have
reroll.
luck,
Yeah.
and you have a reroll.
Okay. It's gonna be okay. She's not gonna shoot me in the face.
We hope.
We hope. Okay. We have no fast talk.
So hold on. If you're spending luck, you have to spend it before you roll.
And the luck is used per game, right? Yeah, no, I'll
Yep.
use it all.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll add 5 to that.
Okay.
Okay, 7, 8, 9, 12 plus 18.
Okay, that's bad given the circumstances. And so you're like, trying to plead your case and whatnot. She doesn't look like she's having it, but it's clear she's weighing the situation. She's not full on like trying to like rip your guts out like right here, on the spot. And even her bandmates are kind of like looking around and trying to tell her like, this isn't the time. We need to chill or whatnot. The guard, of course, still has a hold of you. And she says, "No, I don't believe you, not even for a second. Only reason why I'm not zeroing you right now, right in the middle of a gig, and it'd be bad PR with a paying customer at this point. Ugh, the timing. And she's like looks around for a second. She says, "I'm going to leave you a reminder, though.
Okay.
I'm going to leave you a reminder. That's what I'm going to do." And she ends up getting out some guitar strings.
Oh no. Mm-hmm.
And with her arm, with her now cyber arm, she ends up like holding it with one piece, and saws really hard into your one arm. Give me
Into my good arm? I'm sorry, my organic arm?
You know what? Yeah, because you've got chrome on noticeable. We didn't get the skin on the other one, so yeah.
No, it's a noticeable mechanical arm.
Yeah. Okay.
Hilarious if it's the same arm, but it's yeah.
Okay, so she's going after your good one.
Okay. Oh jeez. Fuck dice.
Well, Sam, you may have a story.
Okay.
Could be interesting.
So give me it's enough damage to at this point to cause potential stun check.
Okay.
You're not quite at more. So it would technically put you at about mortal because she almost saws your arm off, but it's still on.
Yeah.
Stun check. You're gonna need to roll your body. You need to roll under, so it's gonna be your body. Hold on 1 second. Doggone it. There we go. So it's your it's going to be your body -3. And this is for stun, not for death.
Okay, and then my BTM is also -3. Oh, that's just the modifier. Okay, to the damage. Oh, okay, so I need to go under my body.
Yeah. So you got a body of 8 -3, so it puts it at a 5. So you got 50-50 chance.
So when she screams out, we're going to hear it.
Yes.
Yeah. 4.
Okay. So you're still cognizant, probably to your detriment.
Yes.
But you're not unconscious. Go ahead and roll your body save. So just at a flat out 8. So you need to get under an 8.
Okay.
Maury sends Sam a message. You probably want to start recording this, Sam.
6.
Okay. So you're obviously you're going to need medical attention at this point. You've got some tendons and whatnot torn. It's not sawed off, but it's jacked up.
Right.
At this point. And they the guy at this point grabs like some dirty rag, slaps it against your body so you can hold it against you, and takes one foot and kicks you in the backside, kicks you out from backstage. As the two thugs, who were guarding it, turn around, they look, and it's like, what the hell? And
I'm probably screaming profanities at her.
Oh yeah. And
I'm like, it wasn't me. I can't believe you believed. I'm like, it could have been any one of them, and I point at her bandmates because I'm just at this point, I'm throwing everybody under the bus. I'm pissed.
And so at this point, one of the guards just taking you at this point and getting you out the door. Okay. They're not too certain what happened, but clearly it's violence, and the only thing that they're really concerned about is blood on the floor. Yeah, so by this point, you guys, it's getting to it. Yeah. So at this point, you see one of the thugs kind of picking her up enough, not like chucking her or whatnot, but just picking her up,
grabbing her by the waist and just dragging her out,
and just and dragging her outside. But she's like holding her arm, and it's clear that there's blood coming all down the side.
Maury heads that way. All the while, I'm recording it, Jerome.
Okay. Well, what you've recorded at this point is only her being kicked out.
No, I'm the visual.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about. I want to track it, and then
can I activate my sneak suit and go backstage?
You can, but this place is still packed.
Yeah.
Could I like duck into the bathroom and then?
I'm letting you know you absolutely can do this, but the sneak suit does not make you predator. So there's still a chance that you're going to bump into somebody, and it's,
yeah, I guess that's fair.
And you're going to get caught red-handed. So unless you are really, really good or really want to gamble on your stealth, you're pressing your luck trying to get back there. But you can if you would like. You've got luck.
No, and I'm still drunk, I'm sure. So
yes, you are.
Okay.
She's like, I can sneak back there. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, I'll probably say something about it, and then I don't know.
And Maury's secretly wishing for Thor's hammer so he could throw it behind him.
So when they bring her out, are they bringing her out the way that she came in?
Yeah.
Yeah, straight out the door.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's livid. She's literally just like screaming, just rage towards the back door, towards the stage. She's not calming down. She'll probably punch somebody's car once she gets put outside with her other arm.
Well, at this point, you need medical attention bad, and you guys saw this, that she's being. So he doesn't like throw you, but he doesn't set you down gently either. He's just like, just getting out of the way so he can get back inside to do what he needs.
Skulls is making his way over since he was hearing the painful screams and stuff and sees this, so he's making his way over to Omen to check out what she needs medically.
Okay. Right now, the wound needs to be sealed. You beyond that, if you get her someplace that someplace that you can work on stitching her up, she'll probably be okay. That's your first analysis. However, you're also drunk. So why don't you go ahead and give me a tech, med tech, and first aid check.
Okay.
Still hella good at this type of roll.
Can I stay inside and watch to see what the fallout is,
Sure.
like inside the club.
Nice.
All right, so I rolled a 10 and then rolled a 9, so that gives me a total of 37.
Okay.
Ooh,
So,
nice.
despite being drunk, your higher, protect your people self comes into play. You quickly get that bandaged up. It stings because you get some disinfectant on her real fast since you guys are out by the car. You're pulling what little you've got from your pack. She took quite a bit of damage from whatever sawed into like the underside of her arm.
Okay.
But if you get her stitched up and she's just careful, it doesn't look like she's going to lose the limb. And
Okay.
it didn't like nick any sort of major artery or anything of that.
Am I going to have to take her back, like, to my place to make sure I've got an area to, like,
Yep.
do this for her? Okay.
Yep.
So I'm like, okay, you're my favorite client, repeat customer. That's great. We need to take you back, though. I need more room and more materials to save your other arm.
He'll walk outside. He's like, I'll drive you guys back.
Sounds good.
I'll flatline that bitch later.
No, it's a misunderstanding. Oh god, my other arm hurts so bad now. It's a misunderstanding.
That's not a misunderstanding.
Oh no, it's a misunderstanding just from a while ago.
We do this the Chicago way.
But you're
They
not
go
even
for your arm.
You're not even from Chicago. You're from San Diego.
That's not the point.
He's not even from San Diego.
The point I'm making is if they go for your arm, we take a torso.
Well, see, technically, she thinks I took her arm, and so she was being nice.
Whose ever
No.
limbs you're dealing with, we need to get you
Yeah,
to my
drive.
place to fix you. Let's just go.
He'll
Yeah, we're
start
talking
driving
and driving.
back.
Do the other two ladies come out, Jerome?
Do our comms need to be on in order to hear? I mean, like, do we need to activate them in order to hear all this discussion?
No,
Yes.
no, they're on at this point.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, then I would hear this and come out. Was there anything?
So what you saw back there is again, it's still pretty loud, and there's people. There's still a lot of talking and house music and whatnot. But from what you could see, is it looked like one of the bouncer types went back there to maybe check on what was going on, and he came back out and they started making sure somebody cleaned up the mess. Initially.
Okay,
That's all you really saw.
I didn't have a chance to overhear anything or see anything.
Well, that's why I was asking. Did you try to sneak up?
No.
Okay. So then, no. If you did that from the door, that's what you observed.
Okay.
She sawed into my arm with a guitar string.
I want to
Oh
ask.
god, am I gonna lose this arm? I want to.
If DQ gets us to my place, you'll be fine. Don't worry. You'll be all right. You didn't
Okay.
get it blasted
DQ.
off.
Are you driving with urgency?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a reflex and driving check.
I'm going to be using all of my luck for this.
Okay. Probably smart.
Can I somehow assist with my expert navigation?
15,
No turn left.
20.
Hey, Jerome.
Yes.
It's time for me to fade out, man. It's almost midnight here, and
No,
I gotta be
no
up at
worries.
5.
We're actually stopping right now. I was just checking. I was making sure he didn't.
Yeah,
But-
I tried to wait as long as possible.
Yeah. You're cool. You're
It's
fine.
been fun, guys.
Thanks for
Alrighty.
being here.
Night.
So in wrapping up, you managed to get back safe and sound at this point to get Omen the help that she's going to need. Give me one more check, Skulls, as you work on her to get her arm patched up and stitched up.
And I might as well. I'll spend all 4 luck points doing that.
Oh, blood
Blood
points?
points.
I'm cursed
Perfect.
because I'm away from the ocean. I'm cursed. That's what it is. It's my family curse.
And he's going to run security for the moment.
That's fine.
Total of 28.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. You get her
Went
so
through med
really,
school.
really, what it comes down to for Omen at this point is she just can't jerk her arm or shoulder around a whole lot.
Okay.
If she keeps it, it's obviously going to hamper her driving capability if she has to use her hands.
Right.
But if
Vehicle
she
links.
but if she has a smart link to something, she's still good.
Okay. Yeah, and I let her know that, of course. And,
Yeah.
all right.
We just need to get vehicle links in the car, and we're good.
Is that for like until she recovers or like
Yeah.
permanent?
Until she
Oh.
recovers. Yeah.
Just recovers, yeah.
Yeah. So, that is where we're going to stop for tonight. That was an interesting turn of events, most of which I did not anticipate. So
Those are the best.
the next game would be April the 5th. Yay, nay? Sound good?
Yay.
Okay.
I'm down.
Yep, I'm good.
Cool. Okay. And those for those of you who might be watching or turn around and watch the replay of this online, our next game coming up is this Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to be playing Ashland by Night Blood Ties as we try to find out just what happened with the party that went north to Portland. And, of course, the adventures of Trish in Ashland to find out what exactly she's doing. Thank you guys all for playing. I had a lot of fun tonight, as always. And we should have all of our episodes uploaded to YouTube here shortly. So thanks again and enjoy the rest of your night. Good night.
Thanks. Night.
Rolling poorly always.